Have you ever felt like you need a special translator just to understand the daily weather forecast? Well, you are definitely not alone. It's just this high-speed blast of very specialized language. So today, we're going to decode it. We're going to give you the tools to finally figure out if you actually need that umbrella. Okay, let's jump right in. You know the feeling. You're just trying to plan your day, and the meteorologist is flying through terms like occluded fronts and barometric pressure at a mile a minute. It's a really common challenge. But here's the thing, that rapid-fire delivery isn't random at all. There's a method to the madness, and once you see it, I promise you'll never hear the weather the same way again.
So why the big rush? It really boils down to two things: efficiency and authority. Think about it. They have to cram a huge amount of information into a super tight, maybe 90-second slot right before the next commercial break. And that confident, authoritative tone, well, that's crucial. It's all about building trust, especially when they need to tell you something serious is coming, like a big storm.
And that is our mission here today. We are going to give you a simple framework, a way to listen to these reports so they actually make sense. By the end of this, you're going to go from being a passive listener, kind of just hoping to catch a key detail, to being an active decoder who can pretty much anticipate what they're going to say next.
Okay, so now that we know why they talk so fast, let's break down what they're actually saying. The very first key is just getting comfortable with their specific vocabulary. You know, the professional jargon that can make the whole forecast sound so intimidating.
So jargon like this isn't meant to be a barrier. It's actually a shortcut. See, meteorologists use these words because each one has a very, very precise meaning. It lets them communicate really complex stuff about the atmosphere with as much speed and accuracy as possible. You don't have to be a scientist, really. Just recognizing a few of these keywords gives you these little anchors to hold on to. For instance, precipitation. That's just their catch-all term for rain, snow, sleet, you name it. A low-pressure system almost always means cloudy, unsettled weather is on its way. And when you hear cold front, you know a change is coming, and it's often bringing storms and cooler air with it.
This slide right here, this is the magic trick. It's the mental translation process. When the broadcaster uses that formal language, your brain can just immediately swap it for simple, everyday terms. It totally demystifies what they're saying and keeps you from getting lost in all the technical stuff.
So these keywords are like the building blocks. But what's just as important is the blueprint they all fit into. Weather reports are not just a random stream of facts. They follow a highly predictable structure. And that is our second key to decoding them. Almost every TV weather report follows this same three-part formula. They start wide with the big national map to give you context. That's where you'll see those big fronts and pressure systems. Then they zoom right into your local area for the immediate future. And finally, they pull back out for a quick peek at the week ahead. Once you know this pattern, you always know what's coming next.
Now listen to the language here. The verbs are so active and urgent: pushing, sweeping. This is totally intentional. They're not just listing off data, they're telling a story. They're making the weather feel like this tangible, moving thing that is literally headed your way.
Okay, so we've covered the special vocabulary and the predictable structure. Now, let's put it all together into a handy little toolkit you can use the very next time you tune in.
Here are the essentials. First, train your ear for those key words and just let the filler words fly by. Second, always keep that three-part structure in mind: big picture, local details, and then the look ahead. Third, connect what you're seeing on that national map to what it means for your own backyard. And finally, listen to their tone. When they use words like warning or watch, their voice gets more serious for very good reason. So the next time you watch a forecast, you'll be ready. You can decode it like a pro. And you know, this skill, listening for key words, seeing the patterns, and translating the jargon, it doesn't just stop with the weather. Which kind of makes you wonder, right? What other complex subjects in your life could you start to decode?